What's going on, YouTube? ZC coming at you with another video today. Had some bad storms yesterday come through. We had a tornado touchdown literally 4 miles from us. Would have been in southeast. And then it proceeded to follow a path through all my stomping ground, through Sullivan, Linton, Worthington. You can see it from Bloomfield, where I'm originally from. You can see it from there. If you go on my page, I got some videos and pictures posted of it. Extensive damage. We had a few casualties. During the storm, this wasn't your typical storm. It was just clouds gathering and forming tornadoes. There was no rain with it. There was no wind. It was just mixing in the air and turning into tornadoes. That was it. There was no rain, or wind to warn you that something was going on. And, this is a good example of why people are always thrown off guard. See, I've never been this close to meeting one, but the funnel went over Shelburne. We was watching it. It didn't develop into a tornado, but it did funnel through town. But you know how they say the calm before the storm. It was calm during the storm. Clouds were rotating. There was no wind. There was no rain. Nothing. So I found that interesting because, I've been in bad weather before, but I've never experienced it like that to the extent of, not having all the bad stuff before it, the hail, the wind, the rain. I know mobile homes' roofs were ripped off. Someone had something laid across the road. I thought it was a hauling trailer. All you could see was the axles and wheels, it's flipped over. It was a camper, not a mobile home, but it's either RV or just a camper, but completely ripped it off its frame. There was a combine in a field, farm equipment, laying in the middle of the field, got tossed. Just destruction. Everybody thinks tornadoes are so cool until they see what tornadoes are and what they do. Destruction and chaos. I don't think I'd want to chase a tornado. Maybe before I seen this. Now I don't think I want to. Maybe from a distance, like 5 miles safe distance. But other than that, I'm good on the tornado chase. Sullivan itself didn't get hit directly yesterday. They had almost baseball-sized hail, which as soon as I found out, I put my truck in the garage because I knew there's a good chance to destroy it. But a lot of vehicles probably got tore up yesterday because folks, their hail was that big. I got photos of that as well on my Facebook page. So we got the hail, but where the tornado touchdown was outside of between Sullivan and Hymera. It didn't go through the town, fortunately, because these folks just rebuilt from the tornado that went through years back. It was 3 years now, 2 or 3 years ago. Um, but yeah, it was 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock. We had tornadoes dropping. I mean, within our radius here, we had Robinson 20 minutes away, and then the one dropped. Then we had one drop 5 miles south, and then almost have one like a mile from us drop. And then Kentucky dropped a couple that I know of. So they was kicking off yesterday, guys. Hopefully everybody down south is good to go and didn't sustain any damage. But I guess my main thing I'd want to stress is don't underestimate the tornado warning. Don't underestimate weather, because like I said, when we was experiencing that weather going on, you could look over here and see clear sky, nothing. And over here was clouds. But you could see it rotating. You could definitely see the clouds were rotating. But however, if you were just like an elderly person or somebody that had hearing problems, in your home, just relaxing, I could see where you could definitely get into some bad trouble if you're not paying attention, because they're just, I don't know. It's not the way I would have thought it would be in a tornado, but it was like calm. But when that funnel went through town, I followed it out of town a safe distance, and all the high raising clouds, I was watching them, and then you could see clouds trying to form on the ground. And then it was just crazy because all the big clouds in the air, you could just see them twisting. They were all looking like funnels in the sky. I got photos of those as well on my Facebook, but it was really neat to watch because what I was looking at was it was the top side of the storm from the back view, not the front. And so all them clouds were raising up and swirling, in such a motion that almost looked still, but they were moving. It was really neat looking. And there was just like 4 or 5 of these vortexes. You could see them in the upper part of this cloud. I ain't never seen that like it before. It was really neat. I'm assuming those were all rotating within the supercell, and they were creating that image. And then somebody else captured an image of a cloud. It was going just one dark streak of cloud going across the sky. Yeah, that was pretty neat. Pretty cool. And I'm stuck in a train, folks. They're hauling Prime Video today. Yeah, stop at railroad crossings, folks. That's real. We got a couple of our railroad signs here mess up from time to time, and they'll come down, and there won't be a train coming. I'm thinking, y'all need to get that fixed, because what if it decides to malfunction and not come down when a train is coming? Not good. That's why I always stop and look either way. Because we do have one that gets stuck from time to time, but I'll get out and look and see. But yeah, we're okay. We made it through the storms. Now we got 60 and 70 degree weather for the next, week. Now I can get my mowing done that I've been putting off because it's been 100 degrees. But say a prayer, folks, for Linton, Indiana, and Worthington, Bloomington. Indiana got hit pretty hard as a whole. So, Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri. They had changed the weather pattern so many times during the storm. So when I was at work still, it was, well, now it's changed. There ain't nothing going to hit us. It's all stay in this direction. Then I get home from work a couple hours later, and it's changed again to, oh, now you got this on you. I mean, we've literally made it, folks, by the hair on my chin. Because I'm telling you, that tornado could have very well touched down 5 miles north, right in Shelburne. Or the funnel that went over Shelburne could have developed and took everything. Folks, we live in a small town, and a good amount of the homes there are mobile homes. And I'm pretty sure there are F2, F3 tornadoes that came through, took roads off, mobile homes destroyed. We would have about 100% capability that it would have been homeless. So thank God that we missed it. Or it missed us, I should say. Gotta fix that seal on my door. It's annoying. So yeah, if I didn't have to work, I'd be out helping people right now, trying to clean up. Thought about volunteering some time on my days off to go see if anybody needs help. I know they got crews out now helping. Volunteers, plenty of volunteers going out to help people that have just lost everything. So, bittersweet. I'm happy we made it through, but my heart goes out to those that lost everything, or lost loved ones. Thank you to the tornado spotters that came to our counties and helped prepare people for the tornadoes and helped get the warnings out there in time to get people to shelter. We did have one casualty and one seriously injured, but for the most part, everybody remained safe during the storms and they all got to shelter in time. And that goes out to these storm chasers, because these radar indicated tornadoes that the meteorologists put out, that only goes so far. Spotters on the ground watching these tornadoes, where they're going, what direction they're headed, those are heroes, guys, because they're the ones that saving your life when they say, listen, we're tracking right now, we know where it's going, we know who needs to take shelter immediately. They got people surrounding these storms, watching the direction they're going in and what they're producing, how big they are. They really are awesome people, so thank you guys for what you do, and putting your life on the line to keep people safe. Good job. I couldn't do it. I probably think it was fun for a few minutes till I realized, man, this is dangerous. I never be going. But a lot of people get the thrill of it and they enjoy it. So, all right, folks. Well, with all that being said, you guys have a blessed Saturday. And if you like my content, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, folks. Sorry, I'm still asleep, half asleep. Hit that bell notification for future content when it becomes available. And as always, y'all, stay hungry, stay safe.